Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers, sisters, welcome to this program. We are talking about the possibilities to the youth, the possibilities not only to the youth but also to mankind. Obviously, the Muslims and the non-Muslims, the possibilities that they can indulge in as well. So right now, as you see, there's many of us. There's a lot of us. Take some time to count how many there are. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to guess like 11, 12. And we're running deep. We're running deep right now. So right now what we're talking about is the name of this program is Yes You Can. And it's about becoming Hafiz. It's about the hard work that is associated with learning the Quran, the hard work that is associated with understand or becoming efficient with reciting the Quran. You know, as you can see, everybody over here, all students of Dar Sunnah Latifia, New York, and everyone has been to have been into this in this program or in this institution, and they have learned how to recite the Quran correctly. And now we are here to share with you guys our experience and also encourage you that yes, you can as well. So I would like to start off by introducing we'll start from the right, because you know right is sunnah, right? So we'll start.
Good man.
You know, we'll start from the big man right there.
Oh, me?
From so you can just introduce yourself and just say about yourself.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I am Tanveer Hassan Khan, son of Abdul Jalal Khan. And I'm not one of the Hufaz that he mentioned, but I did start memorizing in the beginning of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah. And it's been a lot of fun being around these guys. And I've had the blessing of coming to Taraweeh every night. And alhamdulillah, we've completed 25 paras tonight. And inshallah, we should be completing a khatam in a few days. And it's just been a blessing to be around these guys. Since they're all hufaz, they've been helping me so much. And I've been able to make my parents very proud. And
I have a question for you, because this is very interesting. I see that this Ramadan you came. I'm sure I mentioned this to you. This Ramadan, both of you came, and I was like, oh, mashallah, you guys came. Nice, that's nice. So I just want to get inside your mind before Ramadan, and what encouraged you to come and learn the Quran.
So for me, it was very spontaneous, because I didn't really think much. A few months ago, if you asked me if I was gonna memorize the Quran, I wouldn't have said I was. It was just after one Jummah, my dad asked me if I wanted to memorize. And I said, yeah, you know, why not, as like a thing, maybe sometime in the future. And then he figured, you know, I'm graduating and I should have a lot of free time, so why not start now? And I really had no reason not to. And there wasn't a lot of pressure to finish in 1 or 2 years. So I figured I would just come for a few hours, especially in Ramadan, get the blessings of trying to recite the Quran. And alhamdulillah, I've been able to memorize a couple of pages, and I enjoy doing it, so I definitely want to finish, inshallah.
This is very enjoyable, right? Just doing this as well.
Yeah, just reciting the Quran is very fun. If you think just hearing it is great, then wait till you recite it.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than, you know, doing what you love.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see, I'm sure, the viewers that you are watching, I'm sure you've been in the masjid and you have heard someone recite, and you've heard them reciting, and you can notice the change of emotion in their recitation. So they're reciting, and then you see that spike of emotion because they're enjoying so much. And then because of their emotion, you feel that emotion as well, so everyone feels good. So that's the effect of, like you're saying, just imagine what can happen if you're reciting as well, right? Yeah. So thank you for sharing that as well, alhamdulillah, and welcome to Dar Sunnah.
Thank you for that.
And then what better time to start than Ramadan, right?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
By the way, I haven't introduced myself, so you know. Some random guy just came out of nowhere.
Introduce yourself.
I will. That's why I'm saying. Think ahead. So my name is Ubaidullah Al-Ma'mun. I am. There's nothing more to say besides that. My father is Muhammad Ain Al-Huda. You guys have seen him before. And right now I'd like to introduce you to Mamoon Hassan. His name is Mamoon Hassan, but I like to call him Mufti Menk. So I would like to, again, you came here. I only met you once before you came here, and we had a brief interaction. And then when you first came here, I was very excited. So I'm sure I mentioned that to you. So again, let's go into your mind now. Let's see what's going on.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mamoon Hassan, son of Muhammad Munir Hassan. And I joined the Hafizi Madrasa with Tanveer Khan, started in Ramadan 3 weeks ago. And I came to memorize the Quran, but I've realized that this whole program is much more than that. You know, I've learned so much from the Huzur, and I've realized that you shouldn't just blindly follow an imam, you know. Try to find the truth, you know. Islam is about questioning and finding the truth, not just blindly believing. So alhamdulillah, you know, I've learned a lot. And, you know, inshallah, I'll become a Hafiz soon with my brother Tanveer, and I can join my brothers.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Not that you can, you already have joined us. So
Thank you.
we put you right in the middle. You can't escape.
It's too late.
There's
no leaving.
It's safe to say that you're enjoying this process.
Yeah, I love it.
You're looking forward to what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Right now. A lot of us, like, we gotta understand, reciting the Quran, first of all, the Quran is Kalamullah, the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is imperative that we learn how to recite it correctly, right? And like Hazi mentioned, you need to follow the truth, you need to find someone that can teach you in a correct manner with the tajweed and so on and so forth. So that's one thing we do over here at Dar Sunnah Al Latifiya in New York. Tajweed is very important, recitation is very important, in the correct manner. So, you know, we encourage you, and the thing that we want to emphasize is that anybody can do it. Like Tanveer Khan, he just mentioned before, he's like, oh yeah, I'll do it, but like he never really thought about it. But now that he started, and again, what better time to start than Ramadan? The most important thing is just starting, right?
Yeah.
Once you start it, now you're just like, oh,
Yeah, sometimes I wish there was a adult version of this madrasa, because my parents could use it. Like, alhamdulillah, they know how to recite the Quran, but there's a lot of pointers I could give them just from being here for 3 weeks or less than 3 weeks.
Right. So it's very important for us to understand, and like he said, short time already seeing improvements, and now he's excited for. Before it was just like, okay, yeah, there's something I would love to do. If you ask somebody, would you like to become a hafiz? Like, yeah, of course. But now that he started, he's like, yes. You know, can't wait to go. Yes, yes, you can. All right, so let's just go on to the next brother over here. This guy with glasses as well. Whoa, everybody got glasses. I just mentioned that. So again, I'd like to introduce. Actually, you can introduce yourself, right?
Maybe.
I think you can. Yeah, hopefully. All right.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Yaqub Khan, son of Mujahid Khan. And I've been a student of this madrasa for quite a while. I believe I started out maybe 7.5 years ago. And from then, to be honest, in the beginning, I wasn't the best. And still to this day, I'm not the best. Very clearly.
Just a humble man. Humble man.
But I know that if I work hard and I persevere and I'm actually serious in what I do, I can become better. And I hope that you guys know that you can do that too. Yes, you can do it. You can become better. Like you said, you've only been here for 3 weeks, right? Yeah. And there should be a lot of room for improvement left.
Yeah, with your help, inshallah, we can get a lot.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Inshallah. That's the thing, you know, like we have a. So that's one important thing. Like, to do something alone is very difficult because there's a lot of motivation involved and a lot of discipline involved. But when you have a community and you have people that are doing the same thing as you, then it becomes easier. And as you can see, like this few minutes, we were just talking, we were just sharing laughs, and we're enjoying this moment. So if you're in an environment where, let's say you want to become a hafiz and you're in an environment with other people that are becoming hafiz, that's going to become easier for you because you're just in that environment. So again, like what you said, you know, we just learn from each other and we just, you know, improve that way as well. A lot of brothers, actually, they have mentioned to me that they want to become hafiz. It's like, oh yeah, I want to become hafiz. Everybody wants to become hafiz. But there's one thing that stops them is the belief that like, oh, I can do it, because like, oh, 30 juz, you know, long. It's pretty long, and it's a commitment as well. Once you do it, it's a commitment that you're going to go forward and you're going to become a hafiz. But the belief, I think, is the most important thing, and that stops many people from taking the first step. I say you don't want to think too far ahead, and just take the first step, right? Yeah. You take the first step and you go pretty forward. Okay, now I'd like to invite Sheikh Adil. You can introduce yourself, full name and as well, everything. No. All right. By the way, sorry to interrupt. Yaqub Khan, I don't know if he mentioned, he has become a hafiz. How long ago?
A couple months ago.
He just completed his hifz with us, and he has finished it in Medina, correct?
Yes.
In Medina, he has finished it, and his father has passed away in Medina as well. He's buried there as well. So let us make dua for him as well. No, he's in a good place, you know, so we can.
I guess, yeah.
He's smiling too, right? He's smiling because you have become hafiz, yeah.
Inshallah.
That's good, you know, and that's the dream for the parent as well. So sorry to take away from you.
No problem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Shihab Chaudhry, and I've been attending this madrasa for about 3 years now, and I hope, you know, you might have a good laugh when you hear this. I started when I was 10. The only reason why I started was because I heard, you know, some guy, he's like, oh, you know, we didn't go to school. And I was like, wait a minute, wait, what? You know, we don't go to school, right?
No school.
So I'm like, and then my teacher gives me a packet, and I'm like, I'm on to this packet. So then one day, one of my teachers come to my house, they say, you want to join full time? I'm like, yes. I joined, and you know, I wasn't really enjoying it at first, you know. And it was very hard, but you know, alhamdulillah, you know,
Let me get this straight. You started because you didn't want to do one packet. I don't want to do this packet.
So wait.
I will go full time.
So you didn't want to do one packet, you know, maybe like this thing. You want to do a whole book, right?
I was in 4th grade. Okay, it was very hard times. Okay?
Hard times. Okay.
But you know, as I was doing it, I started enjoying it. You know, and yeah, it was very amazing.
But yeah, that should be another piece of advice for you guys and for any other students out there. Don't just do it to get it done. Like when you do it with do it sincerely,
yes.
like with like a full heart. Your intention should be doing it for the love of Allah, for like the benefit that it will give you, not just, you know, just get it done, get it over with. You know, I finished it, I'm done, I don't have to do anything else. But that's not how that works.
Imagine the accomplishment. First of all, it's 30 juz. So imagine the accomplishment, like the confidence you can have that I have sat myself down, I have worked hard, I have persevered, I have stayed disciplined enough to finish this massive book. And it's not just any book, it's the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I guess we should say alhamdulillah, right? Alhamdulillah. We always start off by, it's always good to start off by being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything we have. And not everyone has the opportunity or the blessing to, you know, learn and become a hafiz. So we say alhamdulillah for that, and we encourage you that you can, if you take the first step, again, you know, we all know that if we take one step, Allah takes how many? 10 steps, right?
10, yeah.
So if we take the first step, Allah will make it easier for us, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And by the way, Shihab, aka Adil, aka Muhammad, aka Margin Boo.
Margin Boo.
he has
oh no.
Very strong guy.
Roast session.
That's good. Now he has completed as well. How long ago did you complete?
About a year ago.
About a year ago, he has completed with us as well. And your process, you enjoyed it very much, I assume, right? Yeah, at first he didn't want to do the packet. Now he's like, yes, I had done the bigger packet. Yes. Okay, now we'll go to the next one right here. So don't let him fool you. He's sitting down. All right. That's it. All right, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, my name is Tasneem Jaki Rahman. I have been attending this madrasa for the past 9 years, I believe. You know, originally I just started as a 7-8-year-old kid. You know, I wasn't really interested.
Young and foolish.
I was just, young and foolish. That's funny. You know, just want to play outside, do whatever. You know, but as I grew older, you know, I became more dedicated. I started working hard, and like I was determined to finish my hifz. And like that would be my advice to the two of you. Work hard, never give up, be determined, never lose focus.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Inshallah.
we should do a chant.
You
Yes.
can and you will. Inshallah.
Inshallah. With
I think
the
we should save that for the end.
Yeah, right. With the help of Allah, and you know, we can do anything, right? Inshallah. And Jackie as well. He, when did you finish?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago, Jackie has finished, and his recitation is impeccable, and you will love listening to his recitation. And he has a very nice, loud voice, so you can hear what he has to say. You know, so that's very good, mashallah. And his memory is impeccable as well. So, mashallah. Now we will come back over here to this man right here, or.
Oh, me?
No, we
him.
finished you already.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Anyway.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So I've been attending this madrasa, I believe, maybe 9 years. 9 years. We started with Jackie. He was there. We had like an original, like 4 families. Shakil Islam, you know, and his family, they were there as well. He's not here with us today. He is at home. You know, unfortunately, he couldn't make it to our gatherings. But when we first started out, it was a couple families, and it was just downstairs, and we had little tables, and Huzo would give us mashq. And surprisingly, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I saw those videos on YouTube.
Yes.
You know, Mamoon wasn't there. I don't know what he was doing.
It's behind the camera.
All right, got you.
Behind the camera.
So we started off, and I was not one of the better students. Until I started full time, I was still one of the lower students. You know, I was like memorizing. The only reason I was up there, I had a couple more paras memorized, was because I was there for this long. But up until the end of my memorization, you know, I still struggled with the Arabic text. I still do. You know, you guys see me reading hadith on those videos.
Yes.
I struggle all the time. It's difficult. It's painful. It's hard.
very
It's hard. No, so
I'm not a good speaker yet. It's fine.
So what I like to say is that being a hafiz, becoming a hafiz, it's at the same time, it's not as difficult as it seems, but it requires a level of discipline. When you start off, once you get started, and you start to memorize, the rest is very easy. You know, the rest, once you memorize a little bit, it's not like you have to actively keep it in your head. It's not always, you know, like, you know, pestering in your head, oh, I have to remember this and that. It's in the back of your head, and it's stored there, and, you know, you just do a little review, and it'll come back to you. If you memorized it well, if you put in that little effort, then, you know, right now, many of our hufaz, that's how it is for them. They don't actually, it's not, you know, it's not a lot they have to remember. It's just there. There's not anything different for them. It's just they start reading and they keep going on and on. So it's just they put that little effort, and now it's so easy for them. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
It's just like, you know, like a man-made river. There's a word for that, right? Man-made river.
Canal.
Canal.
Oh,
Right?
canal, yeah.
So like, you know, at first you're gonna create a canal. There's a lot of work you have to do to create this canal. But what happens after you create this? The water just flows. It just flows naturally. That's what happens. At first, you have to take your time, build the discipline to create this canal, to create this skill, habit, to learn the Quran. Eventually, like you said, it just comes naturally. It's like the river is just flowing. You don't have to do anything. Once you have done the work, after that, it's just maintenance. And it's not as much work as you may think as well. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for the encouraging. Like he said, at first, he wasn't into it. But as he kept going, he got better. He learned a lot more. And he has also completed his hifz as well. How long ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago he has completed. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Okay, now we have this man right here, Big Sheikh.
Hot sauce.
I can't. Hot sauce. Hot sauce. You know what? That's his nickname now. Hot sauce. All right. Hot sauce right here. He's gonna introduce himself, but we like to call him Hot Sauce. Maybe we'll just put Hot Sauce right under.
Say your
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Muhsin Huda, and my father is Muhammad Ainul Huda, and I have been memorizing like the Quran for about like 3 months, and I am not like the best at it. I'm probably slacking a lot, And when you memorizing has a lot of benefits when you accomplish it, and one of the benefits is that your parents, they get crowned with they get a crown that is like as bright or as bright as the sun, and or brighter than the sun, and there's other benefits too, but like that's one of them I remember. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That's right. See, again, when I first started, before I introduced him, I said Big Sheikh, and Big Sheikh has dropped some wisdom right now. You know, so, hot sauce. Okay, you got some say.
Okay, so Brother Mamoon over here, he's listened to us, but all we know is that he completed from a very, very young age of 10. We don't know his story that much. We don't know his we don't know his story. We know bits and pieces.
The world will never know.
This is the face reveal.
Oh, face reveal. Okay.
This is the story reveal.
Oh my God! So you're gonna make me unmask myself, unfortunately. All right. I actually have a. So I was when I first started again.
Prepare the blankets.
When you're young, it's up to the parents as well. So I hope the parents are watching, and I hope you are getting encouraged by seeing all of us over here, and to see what we have accomplished, and to see that for your children as well. And you see boys, kids, men over here. There is a woman here as well, so it's okay. That was just a decoy, all right. But I started off. My parents started me off, and of course I'm grateful for that as well. And I would not be here if they didn't start. Gave me that direction or the guidance or the instruction to start memorizing the Quran. And sometimes you need that guidance, you need that instruction, you need that direction. So I started off with my sister. Her name is Sumaya. She is 3 years younger than me. So we started, I can't remember if we started together or whatever the case is. No, we didn't start together. I started 3 years ahead of her. And I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's so long.
I believe I finished when I was 12. So I started when I was 6. So when I was 6. It took me 6 years. 6 years to finish. How long did it take Shakil to finish?
9 months.
9 months?
Well, 9 months, but that was like
11 months. 11 months. And Abdul Rahman was 8 months, right? Yeah. Oh. So for memorize, so there's a lot of. So for me, it took 6 years. For Shakil, it took him only 11 months. So you see the range. It can be, it just depends on your discipline, how bad you want it. So I used to always compete with my sister, and she was catching up to me, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna beat me. I was like, because we were competing with each other. So I was like, you know what? One day, I found her Quran. And I was like, all right. I was like, no, that's it. This is the end of the road for you. So I took her Quran, I hid it so I could get a head start. And I remember.
In the microwave?
No. I don't know what I did. I hid it, and then I started memorizing. I was like trying very hard so I could get another step ahead of her. And then, but she cried and she found it. But that was my story. She finished in 3 years. It took me 6 years, and we finished in Arafat 2004. That was a blessing as well. We have some videos as well, and you were there being a troublemaker. No shirt, nothing. But that was good. That's just my story. Nothing crazy.
There was an ihram.
Yeah.
I think.
So, Hussein was there as well. Yeah, we were all there as well. It's 2004. At that time, Mohsin wasn't there and Suraya wasn't there. It was just.
If you do the math, you can figure out that you were actually 10. So yeah.
No, I was 6 when I started.
Okay, but you were 10 because 1993.
I think it was 2005.
Bring out the calculators.
2004. It's
2005.
February 2004.
Whatever the case is, all right. I finished it, all right. Finished it. No, but the one thing I would like to say, and the tip I would say to all of you guys that have finished and that will finish very soon, inshallah, make sure you review when you finish. Make sure you're constantly reviewing, even if it's just one juz a day. One juz a day for us takes 15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes investment. That's all it takes, to keep that in your head. Keep the rivers flowing. So, yeah, we're gonna get to him. We're gonna get to you, bro. We're gonna get to.
For Mohsin to be given again.
Oh, Mohsin's gonna talk again.
Okay, can I say something before that?
Oh, they want more.
They want more.
Okay, so
hot sauce.
hot sauce name has been called hot sauce.
Give your big speech about the cards.
Show them your hot sauce.
Oh, you got the mic. Okay,
Show them
cool.
your hot sauce collection.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, me too.
Tell us your thoughts. What do you think?
I think.
Why did you want to become a
I'll
Hafiz?
help him out here. Marcin,
What's
I
your
have,
favorite kind of hot
I'll
sauce?
help you out here. How long do you think, with your current situation, how long do you think it'll take for you to finish?
I don't know, but I know it'll take a while.
It's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while.
Do you think? It's up to you. All right.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What do you have? Say like, how old are you, Marcin? 10 years old,
10?
mashallah. So 10 years old, he's started memorizing the Quran. So now I would ask you is, what? So you have friends in school, and what would you? Let's say if somebody said, "Oh yes, he has friends." Oh damn.
Surprise.
If one of your friends came up to you right now, and they said, "Hey, I want to become a hafiz. What should I do? What advice, or how can I become a hafiz, or how can I start this process? What advice would you give them?"
Are you joking?
Hot sauce in your pocket.
Always keep that spare packet of hot sauce.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna give it to, because time is running short, and we're gonna talk about. We have a few people left. So first, I would like to give the mic to Sheikh Naeem. Dun dun dun.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My name is Naeem Muhammad Uddin. My father's name is Tazim Uddin. And I've been here in this Madrasa Darul Sunnah Al Adifiyah, New York. Been here for about 3 years, I think, estimate. I started my hifz doing hifz here in 2015 September, and I actually recently finished in April.
Subhanallah.
Bishop.
You know, the only reason I came here is because back then in part time, we would read. It was really boring. Jockey and Yakub left, so I was like a loner.
All of his friends were gone.
So then Yakub and Jockey were like here, and then one day they were texting me. They were like, "You should come here. It's really fun. Memorizing is fun."
Guilty.
Yep.
So tell us about, because I know you've had some, because when you were reciting, you said part time is boring.
Yes.
So tell us about how because I'm sure you've had some hard times. So tell us how during those hard times, how you got over that hump and to continue finishing. Besides the pressure of your parents.
Yes.
We all started because of
I don't know what to say.
Okay, no, that's good. Again, the theme is your parents need to push you, but again, the brothers over here, they made that decision themselves. The option was given to them, but they made the decision. I want to become a hafiz, and I congratulate them for that as well.
What was the role of your mother in your and your sister's completion?
Oh, very, very important question right
From
there.
the audience.
From the audience, huh? Somebody.
Audience is asking some great questions.
So the question was asked to myself, what was the role of my sister and my mother to the completion of my hifz? So having my sister there with me to memorize was very beneficial, because like I said in the beginning, you need a community around you. Doing it yourself, it takes a lot of mental willpower, discipline, this and that. So if having someone there with you doing the same thing, it makes it easier for you. So that was great, and especially like I mentioned, I was competing with her, so that was energetic as well. And my mother, she has helped me out a lot. She tested me at my sabaq a lot of times, most of the times from what I remember, and she has always given me the pressure to recite correctly, always given me the pressure to read my amukhta, which is the review, and always she was always on me for reciting, memorizing, and continuing that as well. My father was there as well, and my grandfather was there as well. So my mother, she was a very important role from me finishing the Quran, to answer your question.
Someone is asking Mohsin to look at the camera.
Look at
This kind gentleman to your right.
We forgot about 3 people. Right
3 people.
MashaAllah.
And Suraya.
Okay, so I will.
Shuman Ahmad is saying Naim the tablet.
Okay, so right now there's one very nice man sitting next to me with a nice shape up. He's gonna talk about his experience.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Hussein Huda. I am not a student at Darussunnah Latifiyah in New York, but I used to be a student with the founding students that were here in 2008. And currently I'm a student that's going off to college in the fall.
Okay. So Hussein, he has, so again, I don't know if you guys paying attention. This is Hassan Huda and this is Hussein Huda. So there's a link there. So basically, and there's Mohsin Huda. There's no Huda here, yeah. Yeah, so, but, and she's like, and me. Okay, so basically, Hussein, he has, how many juz have you memorized? He has memorized 20 juz already, so he's only 10 away from completing his hifz. Right now he's going to college as well. Beautiful recitation. The other day I was with Brother Arifin there, and he was reciting Surah Mujadila for Fajr prayer, and it was very beautiful, like Hudayfi. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That's another thing. That's another thing. You listen to all these reciters who are reciting, and you're just like, oh, and then you start, it's like, oh, let me see if I can recite like that.
We've had multiple comments about that. We've had comments about Shihab sounding like Hudayfi. We've had comments about Jaki sounding like Shuraim.
There's one about
Let's not talk about that, please.
Okay, so Ameen.
No, also Zara Alima Sain Tara Zara Maulana Banai.
Ameen. Oh, that's mashallah. Okay, so
The five that are leading Tarawih here.
Oh no.
Okay. Should I Another. Okay. So we don't know. There's no man left behind. So there's one man next to me right here. Actually, we
he almost got left behind.
We lead in Tarawih in Ozone Park. He's my mama. If you don't know what that is, that's my uncle. My mom's
uncle.
Yeah, my mom's brother. Okay, and he's younger than me. Crazy. Crazy. All right, so I'll pass him the mic and he'll tell us his story, inshallah.
Well, this is Bengali heritage, so it's not that abnormal, right?
Oh, by the way, when he first came, Okay, well, I'll see that after you say your story.
Yeah.
My English is not good. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
My name is Nur Muhammad Shah Anhar. My father name is Hafiz Muhammad Misbahuddin. I finished my hifz in 2009. In January, and I started hifz in 2005, and because I was in Ali Madrasa, and when I finished my 5th grade, my dad told me to go to the Hafizi Madrasa and doing hifz, and I started, and in the beginning time I was very bad with the hifz.
I think we all were.
In my first year I memorized only 5 farah and 1/4.
That's better than all of us.
And then they sent me to another madrasa. It's like in the city. It's memorizing the hostel. I was there like 6 months. I memorized like 3 farah over there, and then I came back to in the. I mean like Agor madrasa take. And then and then I tried to do hard, and like my teacher he how to say it.
You can speak in whatever language you want. We're all comfortable here.
আমার হুজুরে আমারে দিলাইছেন আরেকটা স্টুডেন্টের লগে লাইক কম্পিটিশন করাইয়া and then I finished my hifz before him like 1 month. Alhamdulillah. Competition. That's it.
And actually,
He's our teacher.
he has great memory as well. And the story that I was gonna say is that, by the way, he finished 3 juz in 6 months. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that reminded me, because we moved, I think we moved like 20 times in my career. So every time we moved, I finished 1 juz. So that's crazy. It's like, all right. Because we moved from here to Michigan, and I finished 1 juz, and then we moved from that place to another place, and then I finished another juz. So, but then we stayed somewhere, so it took me a while. So when he first came from Bangladesh, I remember I came here. It was in Ramadan as well, and I came here, and I knew he was coming. So we finished Taraweeh. It was me and my grandfather, his father, and we came in, and I see this guy, and I just look at him, and I swear I thought I was looking at a mirror because he looked exactly like me. And he was skinnier. Now he's now he's fat. Fortunately, right? Oh no, that's good, mashallah.
His body just can't handle that much personality.
Okay, I would like to. Right now, we'll talk about the student. Let's remember, everybody over here has a story, and everyone, they started from somewhere. You heard about him. He was not a great student. Hassan was not a great student. Jackie was not a great student. Shihab didn't even want to do it. He wasn't doing the packet. So, you know, so we all have our own stories. You know, I try to compete and like cheat with my sister so that I could go ahead of her. So we all have our stories, but it's just staying committed and believing that you can continue on. And it's pretty simple once you start. So right now we'll talk about, because this is Darus Sunnah Latifiyah, and we actually pray Taraweeh prayer here, and there's a few students over here that are leading the Taraweeh. So again, we'll start from that side again, and we'll start from Margin Boo.
No, it's Majin Boo.
Margin Boo. Oh,
There's no R.
I always thought it was Margin Boo.
Margin.
Huh?
Do I introduce myself again?
No, you don't.
Sheikh Potato.
Hafiz Bruce Lee.
Hafiz Bruce Lee. That's what it was.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Tell us about just tell about your experience of leading Taraweeh.
All right, so as you may all know, I do the Taraweeh. But the first time I led was about 3 years ago, I believe, 2015, and you know, I was about 11 years old when I started. Hafiz's name right here, he's about 12 right now, and you know, alhamdulillah, he finished. It took me, he's far more better than I was, you know, so thank you. But so as I was saying, you know, it took me what, 3 years again, 3 more years just to lead again, and you know, I'm a lot better than I was before, because now I read more fluently. Maybe it's a tad more clear, you know.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I was gonna say, I always pushed him to
Yeah, I remember.
more clearly, because if you're reciting and people can't understand what you're saying,
What's the point?
what are you doing? So, and again, I'm sure you find the joy in reciting every single letter.
And now he
Yeah.
sounds like Hudayfi.
Yeah. Look at what an amazing
So
story.
they say.
That's so they say.
No. Okay,
We don't
so
know
now
for
let's
sure.
move on to the next person.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, as you all know, I've been leading Taraweeh here this year. I first led Taraweeh about, I don't even remember how many years ago. It was in Ozone Park, along with Hafiz, Anhar, Mamoon, Hassan, I believe Hussein. Wait. Okay.
That's an all-star team right there.
Yeah. That's
Hey.
an all-star team right there.
What kind of like? So when you do you feel nervous or like?
You know, back in the day, I used to feel nervous, but now I'm more used to like the pressure. Well, now there isn't really much pressure at all, to be honest.
Okay.
For you.
I've gotten so used to it. You know, my maqta has as Brother Yaqub would say, I can't speak hamburgers.
I can't speak hamburgers.
So I've improved a lot, and both through Taraweeh and outside Taraweeh, and I've.
And you say it gives you that like you enjoy.
I enjoy it. I have such wonderful peers. Why shouldn't I? You know.
Now I'll take it to the next in line.
Oh, me. That's
Mr.
me.
Yaqub.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this year was the first year that I'm actually officially leading Taraweeh, you know, as part of the Khatam, not Surah Taraweeh, because, you know, that doesn't really count now, does it?
Kids Taraweeh.
Kids Taraweeh. that
Don't bring that up.
Let's not bring that up.
No, I think that's pretty fun time. You know,
They were fun times, but
I was not part of it. But I thought
you were part of the big leagues. You know what I'm saying?
I looked at you. Oh my God, they're having so much fun.
We were having much fun.
No pressure, nothing.
No, it was
Always from 30th para.
always from Surah never anything else. But alhamdulillah, it's been a very great experience thus far, and it's made me more confident in my abilities to recite. And you know, my memory has definitely improved from this past Ramadan. It's definitely given me a greater, you know, sense of humility, I guess you could call it. Yeah. It's heightened my state of mind, basically. You know, just fasting and becoming a hafiz and all that hard work that everybody's just gone through, it just gives you, like, you know, that elevated feeling. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I can relate to that completely, because if I sit down and let's say if I sit down and recite for like 15 minutes, I get into the flow, and I don't know if you guys understand what the flow is. It's like when you're in the zone. So you're in the zone. So
you lose track of time. You just love it so much that you don't even care about what's surrounding you anymore. You get lost inside. But we're gonna we'll bring out the med kits. But
basically it's happy times 5,000.
Yeah,
exponent 5.
That's why you should strive to become a hafiz, so that you can get to know that feeling.
Yes, you can. Just for the feeling. Yes, you can.
You can. You can do it. You can get that feeling in your heart, in your mind right now. Come to Darus Sunnah Al Latifiyah, New York.
All right, you heard it. All right. Now we'll go to the next man in line. That is you.
Oh, okay.
So again, if you're following us, these are the brothers that are leading the Taraweeh in Darus Sunnah Al Latifiyah, and they're just sharing their experience and their thoughts. And their feelings.
Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
So, you guys might not know this because you don't see our faces when we, you know, you guys listen to the Taraweeh, but I lead Taraweeh. Probably one of like the one who lead the most rakats, you know, I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
We have like brother Tasneem Jakir Rahman, he leads a lot too, alhamdulillah. But what I want to say more of is rather not my experience. I've had a great experience in Taraweeh. It's the time of the year that it helps me. It shouldn't be the time where I like, you know, patch up my memorization, but it is the time because I have to make sure I don't mess up in front of a lot of people. And that's the
millions of fans.
That's how it is for a lot of us. You know, I remember a couple years ago with Hafiz Rakeen. He's in Ar-Rahman right now. But that's how it was. We didn't want to mess up in front of those people, so we tried really hard with those 2 paras we were leading every day. But what I want to say is I'm proud of the people who are leading Taraweeh this year. Hafiz Shihab, I'm proud of him because I didn't expect him to, you know, he hasn't missed a day. He was ready every single day, I believe. There was that one day, but that wasn't your fault. That was we didn't get enough time.
Shihab stepped his game up.
Yeah, he really did.
He really has.
I didn't before Ramadan. I didn't expect it. I expected him to be, you know, some days he would lack, some days he would. The paras he was good at, he'd be good right there for that. But he was here for every single para. Of course, Tasneem Jakir Rahman, every single para, he's ready before the next day. He's ready before Ramadan.
He's been ready since like 3 years ago.
And then I'm really looking forward to Tanveer and Mother Mamoon Hassan, because they've been improving like a lot. Like they've been improving tremendously. Their pronunciation. When they first came in, I thought their pronunciation, you know, it might take a couple months. I wasn't too worried. You know, they have a lot of time, but I saw they improved like almost immediately, and they're really sincere. Something that we didn't have, many of us didn't have when we started our memorization. They're sincere about the memorization, so I'm really looking forward to when they lead, and you know, their parents will be so proud of them.
Inshallah.
From when they were, you know, their parents never. I'm sure they never expected it. And you know, especially at this age.
I was surprised you guys said hello.
Yeah. One of these. And Naeem and Yaqub, they're also improving slowly. You know, they should be putting a bit more effort. I'm be honest right here. They should be putting a bit more effort.
Yeah. To be honest.
I know Naeem is putting effort, but you know, he could be putting a lot more effort. He's not ready every day.
To be honest,
I'm being honest with you guys right here. He's not ready, but you know, that's definitely going to change next year. Yeah, today especially, he led spectacularly. Something we don't always expect. We hear it sometimes. No, I'm being honest.
No, the truth has to be told.
No, and it's a big thing because he's so young. He's so young. At his age, I think I had maybe 15 pras ready. And out of those 15 pras, I could lead 2-3 pras, maybe. So it's wonderful, and I'm almost sure that next year he will be ready with everything. And you guys will be always hearing his voice. Maybe when I'm not ready, he'll be taking over for me.
Inshallah.
Oh, you're feeding him. You're feeding him. Oh my God.
Naeem's head is getting so big right now.
Naeem is 12 years old. He's only 12 years old and he's leading Tarawih.
He's not even a teenager yet.
He's not even a teenager. That's crazy. He can do it.
He hasn't hit puberty.
You can do it.
Yes, you can.
From what I've heard, people really doubted him, and if other people, people have told his father. From what I've heard, they're like, oh, you're wasting your son's life. Yeah. He's not gonna finish. You took him out of school for nothing. But alhamdulillah, he surprised us all when he completed his hifz. Now he's leading Tarawih, and beautiful recitation, especially today. I hope he leads like this every single day.
Inshallah.
So, again, that should serve as motivation. People say that you can't do it, and we're here to say you can do it. And Naeem is here to say you can do it as well, because look at the improvements. He's only 12 years old, and he has accomplished more than many of us accomplished when we're 35, 40. Or
if he can 79. Do it, you can too.
Yes. So now, since we're talking about Naeem, he's also leading Tarawih as well. I'm sure you guys noticed. So he'll tell us his experience and what he looks for himself, what kind of goals he has for himself in the future.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I've been leading Tarawih for
look into the camera.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. I think, I don't know.
This whole Ramadan?
Yeah,
this whole Ramadan.
Most of Ramadan.
Still for that whole thing.
And whenever I lead before, it's really intimidating, if that makes sense.
Oh, he knows what it means.
Before I go, I'm sometimes scared and nervous. I feel like I'm gonna make a mistake, and then
I know that feeling.
It's really scary.
I like to say to Naeem that it's all right to make mistakes. The only one who's gonna know is us 5 up here, and who's right in the back. All the viewers are not gonna know a thing. They're not gonna know a thing. The next day, you just correct it, and it'll be fine.
No, but you know what it is? The best time to make a mistake is in Tarawih. Because when you make that mistake, you're not going to make that mistake again. Because you feel that emotion. Oh my God. Imagine, and that has happened to me, you completely blank out. You're just reciting, and out of nowhere, it's nothing in your mind. Nothing is in your mind at all,
Yeah.
The whole Quran in your mind, at that moment, there's nothing in your mind.
You just blank out.
God. So you don't make the same mistake. So, don't worry about the mistakes. The mistakes are... They're the steps you need to, go climb the ladder.
Like a part of growth.
Yes, exactly. So, and I would like to say that everyone over here, you guys are doing good from what I've heard. I've heard some of you guys' recitation, and good thing for bringing up Rakeen, because he's leading in a different masjid, but his recitation is beautiful as well. You guys have probably heard. The main important thing to take away from this gathering is here that you've heard everyone's stories over here. You've heard the brothers that have started, they didn't want to do it, and now they have finished. You've heard the brothers who have come, and they're, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you guys?
23.
23, yeah.
23. You had to think about it. Better not give the wrong. They're check my gut. So perfect. And so we have a special guest appearance. Nare Takbir!
Allahu Akbar!
Nare Risalat!
Ya Rasulullah!
I'd like to introduce Brother Arifin to the podium, and he has something very important to share with us.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Whoever is listening to us from all over the world, I am very pleased to join the Huffaz Ikrams, who are only half of my age or even younger. And alhamdulillah, we see everybody here. This is the product or the hard work of our Imam Muhammad Ainul Huda. And I'm sure that people all over the world are feeling extremely jealous that he cannot join us behind them. But on behalf of you, I'd like to make shukriya to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm one of them, very blessed and very grateful that I'm joining the Taraweeh behind these 6 young imams and Hufaz Ikrams, and the feeling is out of the world. Alhamdulillah, it's like whenever you're in behind them, you are kind of lost. Especially there are some people, especially our Yaqub Khans. Sometimes it's the Qiraat goes to a different level, and you kind of feel like you are shocked to hear that beauty. Alhamdulillah, and the words fall short expressing the feelings, of course. আমি বাংলায়ও কিছু বলতে চাই। বাংলাদেশে যারা আছেন এবং বিশ্বের বিভিন্ন দেশে যারা আছেন বাংলা ভাষাভাষী, আপনারা সবাই এনাদের জন্য দোয়া করবেন। এখন হাতে গোনা যারা যারা আমাদের বহির্বিশ্বে আছেন এবং বাংলাদেশে আছেন, জালিয়াতি দমন আমাদের যেই প্রয়াস চলছে প্রথম কাতারে, এবং আপনারা যাদেরকে দেখতে পাচ্ছেন সামনে, এনারা নেক্সট জেনারেশনের প্রথম কাতারের ইমামদের ভিতরে অনেকে। এনারা সারা বিশ্বে আমাদের এই মেসেজটা পৌঁছে দেবেন এবং ইনশাআল্লাহ তাআলা, এবং যে সমস্ত ফিতনা আমাদের সামনের জামানাতে আসছে এগুলো মোকাবেলা করতে এনারা খুবই দৃঢ় প্রতিজ্ঞ এবং এনারা এগুলো হ্যান্ডেল করতে পারবেন খুবই সুন্দরভাবে আমাদের হুজুরের দোয়ায়। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
Thank you very much, Brother Arifin. We have a change of language, and he has helped us all understand what's going on right now. So that's very important. A lot of hard work has been put into this, and everyone has put in hard work over here. And it is, like he said, it fills the heart to see that, you know, the young kids have memorized and they are continuing to go forward, and that can happen for your children as well, and your heart is going to be filled of joy because of what is happening, inshallah. So right now I would like to end this. Remember, brothers and sisters, everybody started from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. Before we finish, I have another guest appearance. Oh, okay. Sorry. We don't have guest appearance yet. We have enough guests today. No more. There's no space.
Like 13.
You can see. Oh my
we
God.
have no more space on the camera.
Okay, so remember, the most important thing to take from this is that anyone can do it. To Naeem, he's only 12 years old. Mohsen, he's 10 years old. Brother Tanvir, he's 23. Brother Mamoon Hassan, aka Mufti Menk, he's 22. Yaqub, his father passed away. Nobody expected him to go forward, but he has finished it. MashaAllah, I'm sure his father is proud. Shihab, we didn't expect him to come as far as he has come today. Alhamdulillah. Jackie is one of the better hafiz over here, mashallah. Hussein has memorized 20, a beautiful recitation as well. Hassan, you guys know about Hassan, you know, he's leading the pack sometimes, and he's doing really well, and he's giving the hard truth when there needs to be said, you know, like you had to hear that, what you had to hear today, right? You have to know. And of course we have I can't say brother because the guys from down there, so when I call them brother, just like Amir Mama, don't call me brother. I was like, okay. So Sheikh Anhar is over here, and it's always fun leading Taraweeh with him as well. Brother Arifin, he's here listening to the recitation. So I congratulate everyone for joining us. Congratulate everyone for sharing their thoughts. I encourage you guys to keep going forward, and next time we do this, well, we're going to do this more, but another time we do this, we're going to hear their recitation, inshallah. And we're going to introduce them as Hafiz, and then, you know, Mufti Menk and Hafiz. I got to find a nickname for you, but we'll find one. No, that was Grim Reaper, was you. Okay. Okay, so now, you want to say something? So now what I'll do is we'll end this with the dua, and I would like to invite Sheikh Mohsen.
Surah Ghashiyah. Oh, okay.
Surah Ghashiyah.
What?
Share a couple verses.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم.
ما شاء الله.
اللهم آمين. ज़रा ज़रा हाफिज़ ज़रा आलिम बनायो. ज़रा ज़रा आलिम हसन तरह मौलाना बनायो. حسن أشرف.
اللهم آمين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم يا عظيم السلطان يا قديم الإحسان يا دائم النعم يا كثير الجود يا واسع العطاء يا خفي اللطف يا جميل الصنع يا حليما لا يعجل صل يا رب على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم ورض عن الصحابة أجمعين. اللهم لك الحمد شكرا ولك المن فضلا وأنت ربنا حقا ونحن عبيدك رقا وأنت لم تزل لذلك أهلا. يا ميسر كل عسير ويا جابر كل كثير ويا صاحب كل فريد ويا مغني كل فقير ويا مقوي كل ضعيف ويا مأمن كل مخيف يسر علينا كل عسير فتيسير العسير عليك يسير. اللهم يا من لا يحتاج إلى البيان والتفسير حاجاتنا كثير وأنت عالم بها وخبير. اللهم إني أخاف منك وأخاف ممن يخاف منك وأخاف ممن لا يخاف منك. اللهم بحق من يخاف منك نجنا ممن لا يخاف منك. اللهم بحق سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم واحرسنا بعينك التي لا تنام واكنفنا بكنفك الذي لا يرام وارحمنا بقدرتك علينا فلا نهلك وأنت ثقتنا ورجاؤنا. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Truth in Pakistani, Urdu.